Good afternoon, Social Cam family, and here's your moment of motivation. Today, I want to encourage you to embrace the gift of goodbye. Yes, goodbye is a gift. Sometimes it's painful, but most of the time it's purposeful. The thing I want you to understand today is that goodbye is not necessarily a bad thing. For example, when a child masters first grade and they go to second grade, they get a new teacher. It doesn't mean that anything was wrong with the teacher that they had in the first grade. It simply means that they mastered that level, so they're on to something new. I want you to understand, even as God called Abram out of the familiar, out of a country, into a land that he did not know, he had to be willing to say goodbye to some things, some people, even some places, in order to access the destiny that God had for him. And you, yes, you have to be willing to say goodbye, maybe to some people, some places, some things, in order to access God's next and his best for you. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse number 1, to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under the heaven. Sometimes seasons change. It doesn't mean that things have to be bad. It doesn't mean that things have to be wrong. Haven't you ever had a friend that was just a godsend and they blessed you for a particular season, but when seasons changed, it wasn't that anything was wrong. It wasn't that anything was bad. It just simply meant that you all didn't see each other as much, or you weren't able to hang as often as you used to. I want you to understand that everything has a purpose, but sometimes the timing of that purpose is limited. Sometimes it's just seasonal. Now, the thing that I want you to understand is when you hold on to people in the wrong seasons, then it causes you to look a little crazy. For example, if you dressed for summer in the middle of winter, you would look a little strange. And for some of you all, you've outgrown the people or the places that you're trying to hold on to, and that's what you look like. You look like you're underprepared in a place that God has called you into, because you're holding on to pacifiers or things that will please you or cause you to be comfortable. But God is calling you out of being comfortable today. And in order to access your next, your new, that next dimension, that next place that God is calling you to, you're going to have to be willing to say goodbye. Goodbye to some people, goodbye to some places, goodbye to some things. Okay, so what? They may not like it. Okay, that's their issue, not yours. Destiny is calling you. So what? They may not be pleased with the decisions that you're making. So what? As long as God is pleased and if God is for you, who can be against you anyways? Baby, he prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies. So the fact that they're present is an indication that God is there, because he's preparing the table. Today, embrace the gift of goodbye. Goodbye doesn't have to be a bad thing. Remember, there's good in goodbye. Have a great day.